A casting frame for smaller items to be cast. A useful tool, especially when one has clay, metal and the right temperature. Some molten metal, perhaps bronze, at the bottom of the utensil. The old bellows work perfectly. Perhaps no one will be angry about this. Good afternoon. May I have some clay?
Clay? Why not? But everything has a price.
Of course. Understood. Thank you. A ring? Do I need better proof that this scoundrel was fleeing this way? I would need some tool to reach the ring. Ah, got you. Lift this lid by myself. I dare say it is a pleasant courtyard and a lavish building, but for me its value is much decreased by the fact that the man who owns it made his money in an unlawful manner. Ah, obviously you must be Ricardo. What would you know about the secret ways of your master? Look, are these the signs of a fight or of hurry? What a mess! There is not a single knight among the metal chess pieces. A wooden board with ivory and ebony pieces. This one seems complete. Here, Ricardo. Do you like it?
Ricardo knows the winner, Watson. Follow these steps. Forward, left, forward, right, right, left, forward, forward, right, right, forward, left, left, right, left.
Arriaga quickly picked up a handful of this kind of seed and gave it to the parrot. But why was the Viennese waltz so important to him? Clever, Ricardo. What would you say in exchange for this seed?
Pablo Arriaga. Pablo Arriaga.
I see, Ricardo. You're a clever bird. And what is your opinion of this, Ricardo?
Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night. What immortal animal eye could frame thy fearful symmetry?
That's different. Take as much as you need.
Thank you. I don't need that much. Goodbye.
All rich men are bad.
I managed to make a terrible deal. But as we know, necessity is... That's it. We divide the clay between the two frames. That's it. We take a full copy of the chess piece. Through this hole one can pour the metal into the mould. Wonderful, although the fire is a little weak. Perfect. And now we will burn the clay mould before the casting. It's too early. The clay should burn. This is too hot this way. I can't take it in my hands. It's too early. The metal is not melted enough. bronze must solidify. Let's quickly put it on the anvil. I hope the first key casting of my life will turn out well. This must work. I'm after you, Arriaga. That's it. That's different. Another complicated sewer junction. Which way could the merchant have gone? Did he know the way? Did he have a map? Or did he remind himself of the right directions in some other way? That's it. The steps of the Parrot lead here. And the door upstairs? Light and noise are coming from behind. Got you, old thief.
I don't know how you found your way to me and who you are, Mr. Hand, but this is not so important presently. From now on, you'll be watching over my treasures for a while.
What? You're not taking the bag with you?
Do I look like I'm crazy? Why would I take it? I would be rather conspicuous in this beggar's cloak with a bag of gold and silver. When I'm not wanted anymore and they give up and think that I have disappeared from the face of the earth, in about 2 weeks, I'll creep back and take it away. Or maybe not all of it.
And what about me?
Well, if I have it my way, you'll die in this chamber in a short while. See, you haven't given me much of a hard time, I'll just sweep away the dirt you will become later, Mr. Hunt. And now, if you pardon me, I'll be leaving now. Goodbye!
Well, I am trapped. I wanted to send this scoundrel to prison. Lo and behold, I'm in his prison. A ventilation duct. Let's face it, the only escape route. Wherever it leads, I have to get out through it. But it's very high, and there is that grating. This barrel is terribly heavy. It's too high up. I won't reach it this way. So, now I can climb my edifice. Just be careful. Another chest. Perhaps it will be useful. It's too high up. I won't reach it this way. The room upstairs must be some kind of storage room that was used when the sewer system was built. But this one here down... well, I have no explanation for its use. This barrel must be empty. It's much lighter than the others. I believe it is too heavy this way for this elevator. So, now I can climb my edifice. Just be careful. Yes, yes, this is fine. But what now? This is it. The game the Candelas family has been guarding so long. As my dear father would say, if you're not strong enough, call on the powers in your environment to help. I've made it. This is it. And now I will need all my power. This rope climbing is my last trial. I must get out of here.
Oh my God, Professor Hunt! Where have you come from? You scared me to death!
I guess you could say I've come from hell, Madam Isabel. But it was worth it.
Really? Did you figure out a clever way?
You see, madam, I didn't figure out anything clever. I simply went after that fugitive instead, and so I...
Caught him?
No, but I have the board. Here, take it. And let's just say I never set eyes on it.
Oh, thank you so much, Professor. But then the criminal and everything else are gone?
I know where the treasure is hidden, so we also know where Mr. Arriaga will soon return. The police will do nothing but watch the hiding place. The thief will walk right into the trap.
Ah, Professor, you are such a cunning man, and you can do so many things.
Yes. Sometimes I am surprised myself at how many things.
I will always be grateful to you. But now please go. Francisco is expecting you in his room. He will tell me when he needs this beautiful box. Meanwhile, I'll polish it. Go.
Good to see you like this, Francisco.
Professor, my dear savior, thank you so much for what you did for me. Carmen told me everything.
Everything? Miss Diaz Palencia is far from knowing everything.
What do you mean, Mr. Hunt?
Do you know that this unlucky Arriaga, by stealing or having stolen that beautiful ornamental sword, helped you and your beloved immensely?
How could that have helped? Excuse me, I was sent to prison for that. That evil scoundrel.
That is, of course, true, my young friend. But he really stirred some things up, and so some interesting details from the past came to the surface. For example, the one-time partnership between your father, the painter, and Mr. Alonso, the strange bet that your father lost and seemed to ruin your chance for marriage.
Unfortunately, it is ruined. I am beginning to resign myself to this.
Don't, Francisco. While sorting out events of the past, I managed to find Miss Diaz Palencia's mother's priceless medallion, which accounts for half of the value of the Diaz Palencia house. And there is the sword for the other half.
The sword? The sword will be returned to its lawful owner, Alonso Garcia de la Rica, and I will have nothing to do with it any longer.
Yes, that sword. But this sword?
Professor Hunt, what does all this mean? How did you get it?
Calm down, my friend. The police must already have confiscated the stolen sword. This one here is another one. Or to be more precise, this is the original sword.
The original?
Yes. Your father was a truly exceptional man. When Mr. Alonso forced him to hand over his most cherished possession, he worked for nights to make a copy of this precious weapon. When he was ready, the copy was exhibited in the palace, not the original.
A perfect copy. I mean, I knew the original, and I had believed to this day that that was what I saw hanging in the palace.
Indeed. However, your father was much too honest to make a perfect copy. He couldn't bring himself to engrave the initials of the famous blade master Juan Candelas upon the noble steel. But for years no one had noticed that instead of the initials JC, the embellished initials CC could be seen on the blade.
You're a genius, Professor Hunt.
No, hardly, young man. I was simply an observant outsider who saw the story and objects from a different angle. The legend lives among you. Everyday life makes events correspond to traditions. When someone comes and has a look at your lives, he will unavoidably notice the oddities that you repeatedly overlook. That's all. But what's most important now is that we have the original sword, which no one can take away from you. This is the second half of the value of the house. All obstacles have been removed. Miss Diaz-Palencia has been freed from Mr. Diaz-Palencia's promise, and no one can stop you from getting married.
How true, Professor. The angel sent you to us, or you're an angel yourself. How could I possibly repay you for all you've done?
Well, it's simple. Please start educating me in the rules of Albuquerque, because I have already wasted a lot of time in this picturesque city.
And you'll break another curse with that, won't you?
Yes, yes. Although I have a feeling that all of these steps will only increase the burden of my curse.
I don't quite understand you.
It doesn't really matter, Francisco. Can we start then?
Of course. Come, I'll explain the rules. That's a good idea. Very good idea. Now it's worth watching. I'm surprised to see you play so well, Professor. Look, You're a dangerous opponent. Pay attention. Albuquerque is a more difficult task than it first seems, sir. Yes. You've had better thoughts, Professor. Professor, you have won. Game over. I feel light as the wind. I have been freed from prison, from the chains of poverty, and what's more, from a century-old curse, the curse of AGON, which my family had to suffer, has been broken. I will be grateful to you forever, Professor. Please visit us when you're next in Spain. You will always have a home here. And now, let me hand you the stone. Though I have never understood its use, it is important. Good luck. Farewell, Professor.
Well, this was how it happened, my dear. Young Candelas promised to keep me informed of their fate. I have no doubt we will receive news of a marriage from Toledo soon. After only 2 days of preparation, I'm setting off again. According to the granite plate from Francisco, my present destination is rather distant. An extraordinary culture. This strange assignment is calling me to the center of the Middle Kingdom, Peking, to get one step closer to the secret of the AGON.